Hello, hello! If you are receiving this video, you recently commissioned me for an avatar and now have a VRM file, which is the file that you will need to use in programs such as VeeSee Face, Vtuber Plus, as well as importing your avatar into other games such as Valheim, Live for Phasmophobia, Beat Saber, and so much more. I'm going to go over this quick tutorial using an avatar that I just recently completed for a commission that had the option of a VRM here. What you're going to do is, after you have received your VRM file, you will also receive links to the following programs that you will need. VeeSee Face is one of them. This is the program that will capture your video file, basically your webcam, so when you move your head around, it will move the avatar with it. You must get this before you get anything else. So I will send you the link to the website. You will download the most recent file and go through the download process and stuff like that. Vtuber Plus is not a must need, but it is well recommended because this program's a lot of fun. It is $5 on Steam. You will also receive a link to this as well. So, now that you have your VRM, and let's say you have both programs, okay? We're going to open up the VeeSee Face first. It's going to prompt open a window like this. You're going to double click, find the VeeSee Face exe, and you're going to open it. Make sure you don't have any other Unity projects running in the background or else it will take forever to load. You're going to click Add Avatar and you're going to go find that VRM. Now, if you got a Skip 40 pup base from me avatar, you're going to want to pay attention to something that I'm going to point out here very shortly. If you got something like a Nardo, this doesn't apply to you, but we're going to start like this. Start by picking out what camera you're going to use, the settings, the FPSs, the quality, and the microphone. You need to make sure you have all these things. And we're going to click on it. There we go. And we're going to hit start. And then it's going to take a second. And it's going to pick up my webcam. As you can see, it's already picking up my microphone. Alright, we're already off to a good start. Alright. Some shortcut keys that are going to be very helpful. If you hold down the Alt button and scroll, you can scroll in and out. If you hold Alt and grab with your left clicker, it does this. Right clicker does that. So we're just going to zoom out a little bit. As you can see, the avatar has kind of like this wonky thing with the arms. Looks like it has a wonky thing with the bandana too. I'm gonna have to fix this before I send this out. But this is just to get it situated. So in settings, if you want to change things like, this is for the pup base specifically. In settings, if you want to change some of like the body shapes and stuff like that, where the arms are placed, you'll start in the expression settings. Under here, you'll have things like bappers. So if you want bigger arms, you'll come down here and you'll turn that one all the way up. And then you will make a quick hotkey for it. And then you'll hit that hotkey and it will change it. And then just remove the hotkey when you're done. So Shift Escape. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Basically, all that's gonna do is just simply just change the size of like your feet and all of that. So you'll just go in here, you'll find things like big stompers, browse down, and you will adjust it accordingly, doing the same thing that I just showed you. Assign a hotkey, turn it on, go like this. And then Shift Escape to do the same thing. And so on and so forth. So that's how you're going to go about. Unfortunately, when you're in Unity, you can use the scalars and stuff like that, but the way that Skip had it set up is if you go into VeeSee Face, things like the cheek fluff, the big bapper, stuff like that, even though you adjusted it in Unity, it will not show up here in VeeSee Face. So you have to manually go in and do it like this, and it won't be the exact same results as what's um, in Unity, but this is the best that I can show you. I'm definitely gonna have to fix this bandana. Anyway, so that's how you go about that. As for expressions and stuff like that, you will have to assign your own hotkeys. As you can see, I have some already set, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can easily just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Um, there is so many. I have over. Let's see here. I have a lot. So I have it set to all of my number keys. So these are all the options that you can get through the expression settings. So I have my upper numbers up here that are also my symbols. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just the hotkeys that I have set. This is big, so 6, 7, big smile, 8, confused, 9, kind of like a 0, and then the number key is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So I have 9, 10, I have 16 expressions total that you can do through here. If you have a better way to do your hotkeys, or if there's only specific ones that you want to do, you can do all of that through here. Then what you're going to want to do is hook up Vtuber Plus. So before we even open Vtuber Plus, you can also, there's no point in changing any of the light settings, any of the brightness. There's no need to change anything in here because it will not show through to Vtuber Plus. You can, if you're just planning to use VeeSee Face and not Vtuber Plus, you can easily change all of that in here. You got intensity, ambient, stuff like that. You'll also have effect settings, so if you want like a general bloom. Apparently made your bandana really bright. I'm gonna have to change the bandana later, because like it's already cutting through the chest and stuff like that. Lens distortion, color, so like you can make your avatar brighter and stuff like that. But that's how you change all that in VeeSee Face. Now, if we're going to get it to where it hooks up to VTuber Plus, we're going to go into General Settings. This is also where you're going to find all the settings that you need to adjust, like your lip syncing movements. When you open up your VeeSee Face, your mouth will not move like mine does. I have mine set pretty kind of weird. Like I have a low amount of lip sync smoothing. Jesus. Um, and I have a lot of this stuff going on here. It keeps it's how I can get it to move for me. But we're going to get this program to feed over to VeeSee Face. So before we do that, we're going to scroll down and we're going to find the VSC VMC protocol, and we're going to click Send Data with OSC VMC protocol. Click that, and there's nothing else that you need to do there. There is one really cool thing that they added in recent years, where you can go, I believe it's up here. Yes, expressions detection. It's extremely it's extremely finicky, but this is me not using hotkeys. This is me just going ee, mm, wah. So you can go ahead and try that out if you'd like. It doesn't work super well. I don't use it, unfortunately. I should probably start using it, but alright, so got everything in VeeSee Face ready to go. Now we're gonna open up VTuber Plus. And it's gonna run straight through it for me because I have it on auto login. But I'll try to, you're going to want to connect your Twitch, all of this. It's going to ask, um, ignore that. I'm just going to go in here and just, okay. So it will show up blank like this. Basically, when you go to log in, let me see if I can't log out and log back in. Driver, VMC port. Okay, let's turn off auto login. Let's restart the program real quick. Anyway, everything's broken. Okay, so it will ask for your Twitch name, which is here, and then an authentication key, which you can get via this blue link. You'll just copy that, paste it here. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to give you guys access to that. You'll hit login. You will start off with a blank page. I apparently didn't. Okay, so normally this will be blank. Ignore the broken fall guy. So you will go here, you will go to import VRM, you'll find that same VRM file, you will open it. Now, the lighting is a bit funky. You can easily click on your middle mouse button and grab hold of your avatar, zoom in as needed, and stuff like that. So, the lighting can be kind of funky. All of that can easily be changed under light, as well as bloom, and stuff like that. Render is the one that I use the most for making sure everything's nice and clean, and all that. So now, we're going to add things to Twitch. So, you have all these different options that pre-come with it. It does not come with things like the Pokeball, the nut button, stuff like that. You're going to see is going to hit me. I'll show you how to get those super easy. This is just super quick. You got things like throw items.
Nut. Nut.
This is not the basic stuff that comes with. You got drop. There's a dirt block. Food. Alright. We're going to start off by first adjusting so that things actually touch us. So we're going to go back into avatar, find our avatar right here. See all these little green bubbles? You're going to want to adjust that. So we're going to move this chest collider down with the offset. I usually like to leave that one fairly big so that it hits correctly. We'll go down with the head one. We'll make it a little smaller. And the muzzle one. That down a little. And then you can adjust the head pat to like whatever size you want. The ring can stay pretty much there, but I usually like to put it down like a hula hoop. Hula, hula, hula hoop. So now, when things drop on your head, they should fit, they should actually like touch your head. Now, you can change the size of anything by simply just going into item adjustment, finding the item that you want to adjust, and changing it from there. You'll find things like, where is it? Grass block. And right here, we'll scale it down because it's too big. That's a bitty. That's a bitty. Okay, so now I have all of my stuff ready. So now we're going to go in here to rewards. And this is how we're going to set it up with Twitch. So you're going to want to have Twitch open because you're going to need to do the things. I realize this is going to be like a 15-minute video, but this will literally have everything that you need. If you have any questions for me at all, feel free to ask. So you're going to want to have your channel point redeems open and off to the side. Okay. So we'll start off by a simple throw command Do you want it to throw just a tennis ball or any of the, like a slipper? So we're gonna do the toy duck, and I'm gonna name it What the Duck. Make sure you pay attention to how you spell it and stuff like that. I usually like to copy and paste. You can also do certain commands. So like I have a head pat for when people follow me. You can simply click unfollow. If it's a texture change like what I have, you can also change it to where where it resets, go back to normal after a few seconds. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna click add. It's gonna put it at the bottom of my list here. It's What the Duck. So now we're gonna go over to Twitch. We're gonna create a new channel point command. And I'm basically going to copy it. What's really important is that you make sure that all the punctuation is the exact same. It will not work if you do not do this. So we're going to make this 100 points, no text required. I'm not going to put any cooldowns specifically. You can do all this as you want. So I have created it. So now, if we redeem What the Duck on my stream, it'll throw a duck at me. I also have like a sly face. But yeah, so that's how you connect it to Twitch. Ta-da! If you have any questions, feel free to ask. For those of you that are using models other than Skip 40 pup bases, it's the exact same. The only difference is adjustments. You have to adjust everything to fit your avatar precisely. If there's something specific that you want to add, feel free to ask, and you don't know how to do it, feel free to ask. Okay, so you want custom items like the ones that I have, such as the nut button, bunk bat, stuff like that. If you go up here to Steam Workshop, these are all things that people have thrown into the community workshop. So in here you can see the nut button, la-di-da, la-di-da. So let's say we want to add the nut button. So this would be, for me, a throwable item. Anything can be either thrown, stuck to, dropped on, anything like that. But we're going to go with the nut button being a throw item. So you'll find it. I usually like to subscribe to the person, give them a thumbs up because the nut button's awesome. You click install. It's going to open up a window. The nut button is right here, and we're going to throw it into thrown items. I don't need to do that because there's already one in there. And you're going to want to do that with every one of the things that you found. There's a drop item, food item, head pats, sticky. This is stuff that sticks to your head and stuff like that. You can easily just find all kinds of stuff. There's so much stuff in here. There's a spoon, there's Pokeballs. You can have Pride cans thrown at you, glass bottles, pizza slices, stuff like that. You can find them all in here. I do not recommend doing food or floating food unless you have a way to make your arms move, which I use something called a leap motion capture, which is a little $100 camera that sits on my chest. It's like a little infrared camera that reads the way my arms move. If you do not have those, I do not suggest doing anything food or floating food related. Simply because you won't be able to grab them, and they will literally sit here and perpetually just float around you, and you cannot do anything about them. You literally cannot do anything about them. It will not go away because I cannot grab it. Don't click this. Do not put this. Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. And yeah, that's how to set up your VRM with VeeSee Face and Vtuber Plus, so you can get your channel points up and running. Yay! And just for fun.
Not.
Oh, actually, before I stop before I stop the video, this is actually kind of important.
No.
Over in OBS, because you are gonna want to capture it, I assume. You're gonna click here, do game capture, then you'll capture Vtuber Plus, and this is super duper important, is that you click allow transparency. So now that, and then to hide all the UI stuff, simply click the eyeball. To turn the UI stuff back on, hit Control U and adjust your avatar accordingly. Thank you for being here for this really scuffed tutorial, but I thought it was funny. Okay. Alright. Have a good day.